I got a phone call and it says, hey, do you want to test these microphones for us, And it's like, okay, what are they? It's like, well, sure, we've got this new model, the Nexadyne. So we changed them on a gig, and we were talking like prototype. I remember the bass player coming down, like between like songs, like he had a break. He came down, he's like, what's different? And I was like, what do you mean? He's like, something's different, like it's so much easier for me to sing today.
A guy named Francois was my right hand. He was teching for me. He had been telling me about this new capsule from Shure. And most times in my life, gear doesn't blow me away. But I was blown away.
What's special about Nexadyne is how quickly it can achieve the sound quality you want. The clarity and performance out of Nexadyne is immediately noticed upon plugging it in.
I kept hitting a wall with where my live performance would sound. It would sound fine in my ears, but I would stop and be like, that doesn't sound as good as I want it to.
When we first tried the Nexadyne capsule, the thing that jumped out to me immediately was that it's very detailed and very crisp in the top end without being overbearing. And it's the same thing in the mid-range, where you need the detail and the clarity to make the voice sit on top of the mix.
When I tested the Nexadyne 8 capsule, I was like, whoa, this is what I'm hearing in my head. And I was like, that's exactly what I've been wanting it to sound like this whole time.
It's got a very tight pattern, but it's wide enough that you can actually keep the singer in the sweet spot of the microphone and still have that great performance in front of a PA.
The Nexadyne capsule, from a vocal standpoint, gives us the same vocal clarity as what you have on the album that you're listening to.
What I found interesting right off the bat about the Nexadyne 8C was you were getting a lot of the benefits of a condenser microphone, yet with a whole lot less of the headache.
We received 4 of the wired Nexadyne 8s and decided to try them out with our singers. Within about a minute, all 4 singers came back over here thanking us profusely at making it easier for them to sing.
In the Opry setting, I use wedges so that we can hear each other and blend better. And oftentimes with other microphones, I've found that my voice gets lost in the wedges. There's something about this microphone that cuts through. We all are using it and love it.
It's a lot easier to make that kind of airy, cloudy background vocal section with these microphones.
I think it's a bit more modern sounding than, say, a 58 or a Beta 58, which is nice. It's kind of the next step. And it also has that really good rejection that just helps you get it above a mix in a really loud room.
When I switched to the Nexadyne 8, I have less of the ambient noise from the room and more of the source that's intended for this capsule.
The Nexadyne has changed our game.
You don't have to EQ it to a point of sounding good. It just sounds good from the beginning.
I have a sense of comfort. When I put that mic in his hand, I know it's going to work.
Having the Nexadyne, just being able to give me everything, all that I need from the get-go, just makes my job so much easier.
It makes you want to sing.